Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make spicy chicken sausage rolls. They are perfect for lunchbox meals or going out for a party or to the park or for traveling or just as a light meal with a dip on the side. So these are my ingredients. I have 350 grams of chicken mince, quarter cup of oil, 1 onion sliced finely. For the spices I have a teaspoon of heaped mixed masala, a teaspoon of hurdee, a teaspoon of chicken spice. I also have a teaspoon of ginger garlic, and for taste I have a teaspoon of fine salt. Here I have black pepper, of which I'm going to use a generous grind of black pepper. I have 2 eggs. 1 egg I will use for the binding and another egg for the egg wash. I also cut some lovely spring onions to garnish and some fresh thyme, of which I'm going to just use the leaves. A tablespoon of Mrs Balls and a tablespoon of mayonnaise, but you can use different sauces to the chicken to lock up most of the flavor. And for the binding, I'm also going to use 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. For the sausage roll, I have the 1 puff pastry, which is today's puff pastry. So now I'm ready to braise my curry. I've got my stove on moderate heat. I put in my oil to it. Let this heat up properly. To my oil, I'm adding in my onions. And I'll allow this to fry till soft. My onions has gone soft, and here I stripped my leaves off the stem. I'm only using the thyme leaves. And then my ginger garlic to the oil. Give this a good mix. I'm ready to put in my spices, which is the mixed masala, the hurdee, give this a good mix. And now I'll add in my minced chicken. And also my teaspoon of salt to taste. I will give this chicken another 10 minutes to cook. 10 minutes has passed. Now I'm ready to put in my chicken spice to it and a generous grind of black pepper. Give this a mix. Give it another 5 minutes. Apologies for the sound of the rain. We are going through a massive hailstone storm. My curry has dried up nicely, so I'm going to switch my stove off, and thereafter I'm going to use my sauces to it. Give this a good mix. And then I'm going to garnish with my spring onions. And for now, I'll allow this curry to cool completely. We are back after the terrible storm that we had. And in the meantime, our curry has cooled down. This is my curry that gone cold, and I broke up that little lumps and evened it. And before doing all this, I've preheated my oven to 175. Yeah, I have some flour to sprinkle on my surface to roll out my pastry. And I have 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs, of which I soaked into 1/4 cup of water. Yeah, I have 1 egg that I beat it up to put into my curry for the binding. Firstly, I'm going to put in my breadcrumbs. Give that breadcrumbs a good mix to the curry. And then I'm going to add in my beaten eggs. I'm also going to mix this. This is my curry that's prepared and smoothed down. So now I'm going to work with my pastry. Firstly, I'll sprinkle some flour. This pastry must be left in the fridge till you're really ready to use. It has to be cool as possible. I am going to divide this roll of pastry into 3 pieces. Here's my pastry that I cut out, dividing into 3 pieces. By using my teaspoon, I'm going to fill up the sausage roll. So we are not going to overpack the curry, but we will try to spread it evenly. Now with my egg, I'm just going to brush this edge. Then I turn over the pastry. We must make sure that the seams are on the bottom, and now I'm just going to decorate it in a fashionable way. Now I'm going to cut this into half, but you can even cut it smaller. And then I'm going to make little strips of cutting so the steam can escape while cooking. I've also got my baking tray ready. I've used spray and cook on the bottom and then put a layer of my wax wrap, and I put spray and cook on top of the wax wrap so the paper won't stick to the pastry when baked. For now, I'm just going to show you all two, and the rest will be made and put into the freezer for another time. I'm just near the beaten egg on top, so it will bake up golden brown. If you like, you can also add sesame seeds to it. Now I'm ready to pop this into the oven for about half an hour. Now I'm done with my other two portions of my pastry. It's filled up and I cut it slightly smaller. So I've got 8 from the 2 portion. And when cutting it smaller, you don't have to create your ovens. So this is the plastic that I use from the puff pastry wrap. I've got my freezer container. I sprinkled a little flour to it. I'll take each of my pastry and place it to the plastic, giving even space. Put another sheet on top. Place the remainder. So there's 8 pieces in here. This that's going into the freezer, I did not egg wash it, because when the time I'm ready to use, then I will give it an egg wash before putting it into the oven. And I'll also label it before it goes into the deep freeze as chicken sausage roll, so I'll be aware of what's been made. So in a hurry, it can be made for a quick snack. 30 minutes has passed and my chicken sausage roll is ready. There you go, our lovely chicken sausage roll, looking nice and golden. And I'm going to allow this to cool for about 30 minutes before serving. We are ready to serve, and Pranesh has made a lovely dip to go with. So I'm just going to break up one to show you all how the egg is binded through. Here you go. The chicken sausage has cooked up nicely and the binding is quite firm. And this looks very tempting to eat. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.